EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. And off we go here in Baltimore. And he stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. This one's complete downfield to Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A huge play right off the bat. 31 yards.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that?
He works free, right side. And he's in! Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second TD catch of the season. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. First carry here for Kyron Williams. Into space. Still going. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. What a run by Williams. That's a 76-yard gain.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. He's inside the 40. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back to distance. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
14. Rams nothing.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And we got about 7. Still short of that first down. And we'll try to convert it on third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
Quit, ready?
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9. Stafford gets this one out quick to Nakua. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. 3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short.
Picked off by the all-pro Roquan Smith. And the Ravens will have great field position right around midfield.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Design run here with Jackson. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
3rd and long for Jackson. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to complete.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He's going to look deep for Adams. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Injured player after the play, and that's Matthew Stafford, who is banged up. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
18 Cardinals.
Bennett to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Here's Ethan Evans now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Here's Wallace to return. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
180. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Sit on.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. To the goal line is in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Ravens. His 12th touchdown of the year. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bennett. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A give, and here comes Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and
that one underthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Gina Bearuzier. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. He'll go again with Genty. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger.
Moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. On first and 10, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he will go all the way. Here's Walker. Touchdowns, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. To give up the middle with Williams. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 33, here's second and 2. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. They'll go again here with Williams. Needs to get to the 35. I'm not sure he got there. Defense thinks he is short, and he is. It is fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. Williams hit and loses the football.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on fourth down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive. But great job here by the defense coming away with the stop. And now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. And he will get into the end zone. the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
To throw is Bennett. Get this out wide.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
It is 2nd and 6.
Cougar 19, go!
Throwing, Bennett. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. Wallace now on the return. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Sit on! Sit on!
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Omar Spates on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. We'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set!
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Bennett. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams 1st down. Look wide. Get this one complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. From the 46, here's second down and 2. Now here's a keeper on his own read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. And he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. And I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns. But that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Baltimore. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. The extra point. Up and good. And the Ravens keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They run over center with Williams. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60.
Now it's Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
And the Rams first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Warriors 70 Lions.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Bennett. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Williams. Rams punting unit coming out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll return it from the 11. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
DC, ready?
Bring it back.
Shot! 180! 180! Nice shot!
On the ground, it's Genty. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 85 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On the give, it's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Williams gets it on the draw. And much more room to run on this one. Pick up of 8, and that'll bring up third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he will work his way to the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They put Adams in motion. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 1.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run, it's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. When you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
14. First down, Rams.
They put Adams in motion. Throwing is Bennett. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Come on, set, no!
They'll go again with Mitchell. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was taken down by Cameron Kinchins. A gain of 5.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready, go!
Here comes Mitchell on the toss to the right. And he'll be taken down about the 28, but moving chains. That's a first down.
A gain of 9
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. You can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Ready.
Another run here with Mitchell. Has it over there, past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Got it, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now Mitchell. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
On second down, a run with Mitchell. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Here we go. Count.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
Mitchell, the ball carrier. A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, out is the rookie Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Trap 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.